What's up, fellas? Welcome to the Maryland campaign. I'm John, Half-Ass Gaming, and I never finished the last interpretation of the Maryland campaign at Half-Ass Gaming. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just scrub all those videos and replay it because this is my favorite thing in GCACW. Um, yeah, so let me, you know what? And I was like, this just makes me happy playing this. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm gonna start it again, and I'm guaranteeing everyone that we are going to finish it. Indeed. All right, so let's get going. Let me talk about this for just a little bit. Let me turn my phone off, take a sip of water, and then we're off and running. Okay, one moment. Maryland campaign. Rebels need 115 points just to get the smallest amount of victory. Why do I like this one so much? Well, there's so many cool ways to score points. It's balanced. Once the AOP gets mobilized and they get going and moving, they're a beast in this game, no doubt about it. The rebels aren't all powerful. They can, if let's put it this way, if the rebels have the ability to start killing off Union units in piecemeal before the whole damn army just comes and gets them, then they can make a really good game out of this. But if the Union starts showing up and the rebels aren't killing them off, it's going to be too much for the rebels to handle. So, anyways, let's play this. I enjoy playing this. PBM, playing live people, face to face, PBM. I don't give a shit. I love the Maryland campaign, and I'm going to play it again for you folks, and we will finish it. So, what do I need to tell you about this? In the initial turn, let's move down to the one rebel unit. Where is he? Oh, DH Hill. He's right there. He's the only one that can move in turn one. So I'm going to move over to the left area of the map. I always like to get a look at the big picture to see what's going on here. So this is what you have. You've got, here's the valley right here. Winchester moving up, Jefferson, Berkeley County, and then we hit the Potomac, move over to, there's Hagerstown up there, moving down from there, there's Harper's Ferry, which is a big dilemma for the rebels. What to do about Harper's Ferry? In Harper's Ferry, it could be a major problem. So over here, you see the Sharpsburg, the Antietam area. Then there's the Mountain Ranges, Frederick, which is a big deal in this game. And then you move over to Central Maryland, moving Montgomery County, Rockville, and moving into DC, Metro DC. You see Union forces. Some of them are activated and ready to go right now. A lot of them are quote unquote not released, and that's random events gets them released. And like I said, once this blue wave gets activated and moving, they are a beast. The rebels really can't handle them, so they have to kill them off piecemeal to be able to deal with them. Moving further along over here, there's Baltimore right there, and then moving back westward, a whole bunch of stuff going on right here. Just a lot of Montgomery County, Rockville, like I said. So that's the gist of it. There's all sorts of ways for the rebels to win points. Let's just talk about that for a second. How can rebels win points? You have county control, big deal. County control throughout the game and at the end of the game. Then we're talking about what else do we have? Blowing up depots. Railroads are a big deal, and killing the enemy is always a big deal. railroad stations, manpower losses, and then Harper's Ferry, and it's just a whole bunch of things. 115 to 144 gets you a Confederate marginal victory. All right, so there's a lot of rules. And by the way, this does run how many turns? 17 to 19 turns. Okay, so having said that, let's go ahead and pull out the. Let me move over here. I want to get back to a little bit to the more eastern part of the map. And let's look at D.H. Hill by Leesburg, because that's where the rebels are going to originate, out of there. Okay, so we're 5 minutes into it. That's a good introduction. And let's look at, let me go to the sequence of play for an advanced game. And we are very much indeed in an advanced game. There's a ton of shit in this, and this is why I love it. There's so many things. I'll probably get something wrong, but I'm pretty well versed on this rule set. All right, random events. 2 die. Is it 2 die? Yeah, let's do this. 2 die. Turn 1. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go check out this and see if we are, yeah, we're set up for turn 1. All right, let's go. Random events. And it's an 8. Union command paralysis. You're going to see a lot of those. Let me get the, even though you guys can't see this at home, let me get the thing. We got to start marking this and keeping track of this. Game markers, UCP for the Union. This is a big deal. Yeah, UCP, where is it? Union command paralysis. Why do I not see this? I'm gonna need this marker sooner the where is it? Where is UCP? Oh, there it is. There it is. USA command paralysis. Yeah, we're gonna be using a lot of that. Okay, and okay, Union command paralysis. Let's talk about Union command paralysis. We'll just hit the highlights right here because there's a lot to it. I'm just going to hit the highlights right here. UCP, at the start of the game, the Union player places Union paralysis at the start of the Union commitment track. All right, let's find a Union commitment track. All right, let me get another one of those out, and I'll just clone this one. Clone, and take one and throw it right there. Okay. All right, so basically what that means, if you get a UCP, you're not going to be getting units freed up in the DC area. You have to get Union commitment for that. And let me just make sure I read that right. That was, what was the initial? It was a... why am I getting a total blank? No, it was an 8. Let me just verify that it didn't say commitment. 8 is command paralysis. Okay, yeah, indeed we have command paralysis, so let's talk about it. Okay, if the UCP result occurs, the Union player suffers the following penalties. The movement allowance of every infantry unit performing in March is reduced by 2. Okay. Yeah, that was infantry unit. Cavalry reduced by 4. Units may not force march. Unit player may not conduct a core assault. Pretty important. Following paralysis penalty only applies in the advanced game scenario 8, which is what we are in. If the current turn is September 11th or earlier, Union units and leaders occupying a hex in any of the following counties may not activate or entrench. Okay, starting on turn 9, this is ignored. Okay, now this is very important. Montgomery, Prince George, Anne Arundel, Baltimore, Howard, Carroll, Frederick East, Fairfax, and DC. Frederick East is pretty important here. Now, this is what we need to understand right here. Also, if a Confederate infantry unit occupies or moves into any hex in any of the listed counties, this particular activation and entrenchment restriction is, but not the rest of it, is immediately lifted. So that means if a rebel infantry unit moves into any of those counties listed that the union can move. The union cannot move, and even in this first turn, they're not allowed to move. I believe only D.H. Hill is allowed to move in this first turn. Let me verify that. Almost sure that. What are we talking about? Where is? Yeah, Maryland campaign, and it goes on to say that on turn one, only the Confederate unit DHL may activate or entrench. I can push him as far as I want. I don't even need to roll a net because he is the only one that can move on turn one. Okay, interesting, but we're not done with the sequence of play. All right, let's get back to that. So all we did actually was random events. Harper's Ferry phase doesn't apply. PA militia phase starts September 13th. Reinforcement phase doesn't apply. Leader transfer phase doesn't apply. Attachment phase doesn't apply. Supply, no. Action cycle. We don't even need to roll this. We're just moving DHL. Okay, so he will indeed activate. Goes to fatigue 1. Increase 1, and that's going to be 1 die plus 1. He gets a 4, so it's a 5. 5 movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a die roll. No, Ned. Just take DHL to 2. Jeez. Okay, and here it is. 1 die for movement. He gets a 5 plus 1 is 6. So he's going to cross the Potomac into Virginia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By the way, he's crossing the Potomac into Maryland, not Virginia. He was in Loudoun County, Virginia. So he's in Maryland. Okay, and so what are we talking about? What are we talking about? We're talking about Montgomery County, Frederick East. Where is Frederick East? Right there. Okay. All right. It's kind of gamey, but we're going to orange. Fatigue. All right. Movement. 1 die plus 1. Oh, only gets to go 2. 1, 2, and I owe an EM roll. Here's going to be your EM roll. It's a 6. He does flip. Damn. Okay, that is not good. He flips. Damn, I wanted to take him to red, but I don't want to lose a guy over it. So D.H. Hill's going to stop right there because he flipped. He needed a 6 to disorg, and he got the 6, and I don't want to risk losing a guy, so I'm going to stop right there for turn 1. Okay, solid. Turn 1 is over. Let's look and see what we have here. Go to recovery. Do we have any Maryland County control? Do we own any counties in Maryland? I don't believe that we do. Turn indication phase. All right, let's move on to turn 2. See how fast turn 1 was? Let's hit the recovery button now. Okay, so D.H. Hill does recover. He loses all 3 of his fatigues and picks up an exhaustion. And now I'm going to manually, let's see if the system moved this for me. You can't see it at home. Game turn 2. We are now on game turn 2, September 5th. Okay, wow, that was a quick first turn. On to turn 2. Okay, so now we're going to do a regular init, but we have to do random events and all that crap first for turn 2. Okay, hold on. And what are we doing here? I just lost where D.H. Hill was. Okay, there he is. At any point, did he come within 8 hexes of these guys around Harper's Ferry? I don't believe that he did. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait a minute. Did he come within? When he hit this spot right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this guy was activated right here. Delete. Because D.H. Hill Let me read that. Let me actually read that. Hold on a second. Hold on. Technically, I think he did. Union movement restrictions. The units belong to the Railroad Brigade, RR, and that would be 87 Ohio. May not activate until turn 5. A unit is removed from this restriction at the moment a Confederate unit moves within 8 hexes. That was the case. Okay. A unit is removed. So yes, indeed, he did, because D.H. Hill did cross at hex 3825 to 3925, and that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 exactly. So 87 Ohio did become alive, and I guess I didn't move him. All right, we move on to turn 2, and here we go. Random events. 2 die. It's a 6. Union command paralysis again. So I'm going to move over here, clone that. Same deal with UCP. Nobody can move unless the rebels move into a certain county. Harper's Ferry phase, no. PA militia phase, no. Reinforcement phase. The players consult. Okay, well the rebels are going to get reinforcements. They do get Jackson and Stuart's crew. They're going to come down here. I've put them on the map, not Lee's boys, and they're gonna be somewhere near Leesburg. Let's check this out, because it does tell us how to set these reinforcements up out of Leesburg. I think it's within 2 hexes. Blah 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 blah. Huh. Okay, hold on. Would that be here? Okay, hold on. I guess I have to go to the scenario to just figure out which way they're coming in, and I'm having a hard time finding that right now. Game week. It doesn't say where these guys. I think it's 2 hexes of Leesburg, but I'm trying to get the definitive word and find this. Random events, reinforcements. Oh, come on with the rebel reinforcements. Okay, well, this makes for bad radio. I'm gonna make it within 2 hexes of Leesburg. I'm almost sure of that. And you can't stack. I think that is the thing. And just sometimes when you move from game to game and just like various scenarios, just sometimes you can't find stuff. Okay, so we're just gonna do it like that. All right, rebels are going to be, you can't stack within 2 hexes of Leesburg. That's just, we're going to set it up. I can't find a definitive word on that, but that's how it's going to go down. Right here, Stuart, Lee, right, like that. Jackson's crew, within 2 hexes, you can't stack. Okay, within 2 hexes of Leesburg, you can't stack. Okay, that's how that's going to go down. So let's look at the rest of the sequence of play. Leader transfer phase. Do we want a leader transfer? Indeed, no, we do not want to. Attachment, no. Supply line, no. Action cycle. Okay, now we have to roll for a knit. As always, the rebels are, the Union is the first of 2 numbers. Okay, here's the first init. It's 3-1, belongs to the Union. Now they only have, now keep in mind, all of this stuff, they cannot move. They can't move any of it. Okay, until they get Union get Union commitment in the random events, or the rebels move into certain counties. But they can move, like for instance, this unit that did get activated right here, 87 Ohio. We're gonna move them. Fatigue increase, and they're not cavalry, so 1 die. You get to go 4. 1, 2, 3, and they're going to set up shop right there. Okay. And a die roll, 2 die. Belongs to the Union again. All right. Union, what do you have to move? Okay, it's turn 5s on damn near everything. Right? All this stuff down here you can't move. Okay, all this down here you cannot move. Okay, cannot move it. Not until you get Union commitment or they move into a certain county. All this cannot be moved. I'm going to minimize this so I can see more area. Okay, not released. Not released. Okay. All right, so basically, if they are not moving this unit over here, that 87th Ohio, they're not doing anything. Okay, so they're gonna pass to the Rebs. Okay, and what are the Rebs going to do? Well, they're going to move their cavalry. They're going to move them into Montgomery County. All right, Stuart's going to activate Lee, fatigue 1, and Hampton, fatigue 1, and they are going on a cruise. 2 die plus 3. So it's 7 plus 3 is 10. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Lee, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. Solid. Okay, now what does that mean that cavalry moved into Montgomery County? Let's see what that says. Okay, so just so we know, if the current situation is, or earlier, all Union units occupying a hex in any, this is something reading about UCP, in any of the following counties may not activate or entrench. Okay. If a Confederate cavalry unit occupies or move into a hex in any of the listed counties, this activation and entrenchment penalty is immediately lifted for Union cavalry units for this turn in all of these counties. Okay, so now that Stuart and those guys moved into Montgomery County, all Union cavalry can move in all of those counties. But remember, it doesn't alleviate the need for them to take 4 off of when they roll a 4 movement point penalty. That is still in effect. Okay, so now all Union cavalry in those counties can move. So, all right, and did they win the net? No, we got a roll on that. Here we go. It's 1-3, belongs to the Rebs. Okay, so they're going to activate. Stuart and Lee are going to activate again. Okay, give them fatigue, another fatigue yellow, 2 die. So they get a 6 plus 3 is a 9. Okay. All right, here we go. F. Lee will go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He goes right there. Mass, because it's first mass, can't do a cav retreat. And now Stuart gets to go. Remember, he's got 9. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he's got 6 left, which means he can do a normal attack, and a normal is going to cost him 4, which leaves him with 2 movement points left. Okay, so let's go ahead and do, he can do a normal on him, and they have, and now as far, okay, so let's go ahead and write this down, what we have. Okay, so tactical is going to be Rebs +2. The tactical is going to be Rebs +3. The ratio is going to be +2. And okay, I'm a little off my game right now. Let me just go and bring something down. I wanna read something and see what we got going on right here. Okay, so here are the modifiers. Flank attack. Well, technically we do have a flank of +2, but we have to take 2 hexes back out. So that's going to be no flank. Artillery, nothing. Defenders, flanks, refuse, no. Assault, no. Ratio, we did that. That's a +2. Tactical's a +3. And rain turn, no. Prepared, hasty, no. None of that. Okay, so basically what I have is, I'm going to go ahead and write this down just for the people at home. It's going to be tac +3. Ratio +2. It looks like Rebs +5. Rebs +5. Here we go. So they pick up an additional one, net +6, and that's where it is. That may kill him. That extra one may end up killing him. So he's the defender. Yeah, it's a 1DR, and that's going to kill First Massachusetts. He is going to be, what is he going to be? He is going to be deleted. And so we go to the victory point chart, which you can't see at home. I'm going to put up a dead Union guy here. And I might as well pull the Rebel one out as well, and the VP numbers and all that crap. All right, so CSA VP is going to be 0 right there. USA VP, pull that out as well. And then the dead guys, AOP losses. AOP losses is 1. We're going to need railroad losses. We'll pull that out. And then CSA losses. Yeah, we'll pull that out. So it's 1 AOP loss. That's what we have. Can we put that back? Now, keep this in mind. Now, Stuart he's going to get a, I'm sure his is just a, he's a 3, and with a +6, it's an advance, plus he has 2 points left. So here's his advance. Now he has 2 points left. 1, 2, and that's where they are. A knit die roll. Six belongs to the Rebs. I'm going to activate these 2 characters again. The 3, fatigue 3, and here's their movement. 1 die +3, 2 die +3. So, well, they only get a 7, and here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 5, 6, 7, and the Lee goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, he goes back to 4, 5, 6, 7. They're right there. Now, both of these characters need EM rolls. We're going to start with Hampton. Here's your EM. A 3, he's good. F. Lee, EM. He's fine too. Okay, so that is solid. A knit die roll today. 2, 5 belongs to the Rebs. Now, should they go after Rockville? They are going to do it. They're going to go to 4. All right. That's cray. Here's the roll. 1 die, 2 die plus 3. So, oh, they only get the 1, 1, and that is going to be a plus 3. That's going to be a 5. Wow, they assumed they were going to get something better. Well, I'll tell you what we are going to do. We're going to do our EMs right off the bat. So, Hampton, here's your EM. You have 5 movement points. Or actually, Lee. We'll do Lee first. Here's your EM roll. He's fine. And he goes 1 hit. That's 3. That cost him 3 points right there. Now, Hampton, here's your EM. Oh, he flips. Oh, wow. That hurt. I'm not going to lie. That hurt. He flips. And so he goes right here. That was 1 point. He's got 4 points left, and he's going to do a normal attack. Okay, normal attack. And normally this would be a +2 flank, but because everybody involved is a cavalry, it's going to be a +1 flank. So let's check this out. So Hampton's using up all 4 of his points to do a normal attack on 8 Illinois. Okay, so let's go FL +1. Attack's going to be +3. And ratio is going to be, well, it's only 2 to 1. It's going to be a +1. And so that nets out at, that's a +5. Rebs +5. Just like the last attack. All right, here we go. Rebs +5. Oh, and they get a +5 on top of that. Wow, that's overkill right there. So that is going to annihilate 8 Illinois. And, oh yeah, that's like a 3 DR. So 8 Illinois goes boom, and they are out of here. Let me put the VPs up. That's another AOP loss. 2 dead AOP losses. And Hampton has no more points left, but he can advance into the hex, right? And he does that. And it's a knit die roll. And it's 4-4, belongs to the Rebels still. All right, so we move back over here to Jackson's crew, and we're going to activate all of them. Rebs just winning all the units. Fatigue. All right, 1 die +2. Wow, they get the massive 8. I'm going to have to minimize this to do this. The massive 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the last unit, 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, cool. And there you have it. They're trying to follow up with DH Hill and a knit die roll, 2 die. Belongs to the Rebs again. Same 3 guys are going to activate, and they go to fatigue 2. I'm going to minimize this. 1 die +2. They get a 5. That's 7 more. Wow. Okay, wait a minute. I want to look at my geography a little bit. Frederick East is right there, right? Am I correct? Yeah, indeed. Okay, well, you don't want to do that. All right, here we go. We can move 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Lawton, you screwed up. I'm going to move you back 1 from last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's right there. All right, cool. Minute die roll 2 die. 6-1. Union finally wins something. Finally wins an init after the damage is done. And remember, they can move cavalry units in all those counties. That's what they can do. And they can move. Looks like First New York. What can they do? Activate First New York. Fatigue increase. Get rid of his entrenchment. Entrench. Get rid of that. Decrease. No, undo that. You just totally screwed that up. And get rid of your entrenchment. Delete. All right, and 2 die. They can go 9, but what are you going to do with them? What are you going to do with them? Yeah, I think I'm going to go this route. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Let's go right. 4. Yeah, let's 4, 5. No, let's just stay right there. That's 4. Okay, a die roll 2 die. 5-5 belongs to the Rebs. Stuart and company cannot move, cannot do anything else. They're on 4. Going back to the DH Hill can do something. He can move 1. Okay, and he's actually within 3 of Jackson, so it's 1 die plus 2. Oh, it's only going to be a 3. All right, not a big deal. Not the end of the world. 1, 2, 3. A knit die roll 2 die. 4 or 5 belongs to the Rebs. Jackson's crew will go to, but not DHL, will go to orange. Fatigue, increase, 1 die plus 2. And it's going to be 6. And this is a little gamey, but they're going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6. Now we need EMs from all these guys. So AP Hill EM, he's good. J.R. Jones EM, he's good barely. Lawton EM, he's good too. All right, so they are fine. And a die roll 2 die. 2-6 belongs to the Rebs. They are going to pass here at 38 minutes on this video. We're into the second turn. We're going to just move on out a little bit and show you where they are. They're almost in, but not quite in the Frederick East. A bit gamey. They could have won a couple of hexes. They stopped because that would have activated the whole Union army, and we don't need that. Okay, so we pass off to the Union. The Union moving back over here to DC. They had 1. They activated First New York. The other 2 First Mass, and that Illinois unit got obliterated by um, by Stuart's crew. And that basically, do we have any other cav that are in those that we want to activate, those counties? Let me move all the way to the left. If we have any calves that want to be activated. No, I think we're the only three, and two of them are dead. We can move 87 Ohio. I mean, he can move. He's gonna hang out right there, actually. So that might be, I think both sides are going to pass. The Rebs are definitely passing for the game. They're not going to activate the Army of the Potomac, so they are definitely going to pass right here. And the AOP can't move except Cav, and that they only have one, and they're done. All right, so that is going to do it. Both sides are going to pass. So let's go ahead and bring the rule book out and see. Has the let's see. Has the Confederacy gotten any counties in Maryland? No, they have not. So they're not going to get any points for that. All right, so let's see what we got to do here. Recovery phase. All right, well, let's hit the recovery button, and let's see if people recover the way they should. Okay, the Rebs recovered nicely. What about these two Union units? Ohio did not recover. I'm going to manually do that, decrease their fatigue, and then that one Cav unit down by DC. They actually did recover. What's the difference? I don't know. I think we're going to be doing a lot of Union manual recoveries here. Maryland County Control. Do the Rebs own any counties in Maryland? No, they do not. Not the case. Not the case. All right, so that's the end of turn 2. You know what? 41 minutes. I'm going to let this go ahead and stand, let this one marinate in YouTube world, and let you guys check it out. Then we'll move into turn 3. Indeed. So that's it. And so let's review what we've done. Jackson and 4 units of Jackson's Corps have activated and moved to the boundary of Frederick East, therefore not activating the AOP. You got 2 AOP UCP, command paralysis, to open the game. They weren't able to move. And then you did see Stuart move aggressively into Montgomery County. They went and they just totally obliterated 2 Union Cav units, and they moved into Rockville, and they are just hanging out there right now. And I don't know what they're going to do. I think that's a depot. That is a depot. That is a depot. So you know what I just noticed? It looked like Stuart and them did not they didn't recover either. Hold on, let me look at Jackson's guys. Jackson's guys all are recovered nicely. Wait a minute, let me look at, no. Stuart's crew, they went to 4. They have recovered because they're at green right now with a exhaustion marker. Okay, yeah, so that's what you have right now. The big story here: Stuart takes Rockville and destroys 2 Union units in the process. Very aggressive. I'm gonna go ahead and post this, and I might even do another one tonight because it's only 8 o'clock and I'm bored out of my mind. All right, see you guys on the other side. I'm John. I'm out. Bye bye.